What's going on, YouTube? This is Unger to the Max here. Salute! And as I promised, it is time for my live stream for this massive game tonight. Check it out. It is the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Golden State Warriors taking on the two-time NBA champion Golden State Warriors from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Ooh. What type of... Wait, huh? Interesting jersey choices by both teams. So during this live stream, I'll be talking about the game, giving you my thoughts and analysis, but I'll also be talking about other topics. Not just Thunder Warriors and not just NBA topics, but things related to Oakland, for example. And yeah, since Oklahoma City used to be Seattle, I might throw a couple Seattle things in there. But for right now, it is Oklahoma City and Golden State. And game just started. Nice move by Westbrook, getting right to the rim. Westbrook is so good at that. This might sound weird to some people, but I don't consider Russell Westbrook to be a point guard. He's a scoring, but I don't really consider him a shooting guard. He's like a hybrid of the two. I don't know what you would call it. Maybe like a scoring guard, I guess you could call it. Because Westbrook, yes, he'll pass it, and yes, he's the one that usually brings the ball up, but it seems like he's more in attack mode, looking to score more often. And I think the additions Oklahoma City has made this season. Oh, nice pass, JaVale McGee. But I think the piece that best fits with Westbrook right now is Paul George. The two of them seem to be creating a really good chemistry together, but I'm not sure as of right now how Carmelo Anthony fits in with the Thunder. Because, sorry to all Carmelo Anthony fans out there, but I consider Carmelo to be a ball hog. It seems like when he gets the ball in his hands, all he likes to do is try and drive to the basket and get a layup or shoot it. It doesn't sound at least to me, it doesn't look like he likes to pass it, which in this league you have to be able to pass it. Draymond, nope. Tries to tip it, And here's Westbrook. And he's also good at that. Westbrook is great with rebounding. Now, here's one. Steven Adams has it now. One of the most underrated centers, I would say, in the league. Carmelo! No. And Oklahoma City is trying to beat the Warriors for the third time this season. The Warriors have not lost to the same team 3 times in a season since 2014 as Klay Thompson buries a three-pointer. It's kind of hard to read the Golden State score, though. I'll show you why. Because they have Golden State score, or they have Golden State as yellow, so it makes it with white text, so it makes it hard to read what the score is. But I think it's 4-2. Yes, it is 4-2. It is currently 4-2 Golden State. Paul George with it. Drives. Nope. Blocked. Goes back up. That's no good. Klay Thompson. No, sir. Thompson's the key for the Warriors overall. I think him and Draymond Green are the most important players on the Warriors. I know that's going to sound crazy considering that the Warriors have Kevin Durant, who never should have left Oklahoma City, but that's just my opinion. And they have Stephen Curry, who I don't think should have been the unanimous MVP. And maybe I'll talk about that more later. But Klay Thompson and Jalen Rose was talking about this in the pregame show leading up to this game. Klay Thompson guards the opponent's best guard. Like, when they play Houston, Thompson guards James Harden. They're playing Oklahoma City tonight. Klay Thompson is guarding Russell Westbrook. He's guarding the opponent's best point guard, best guard, which is primarily the point guard. And that way Stephen Curry doesn't have to. And it takes the pressure off of him. And Klay Thompson, he doesn't get his shot. I don't think he looks for his shot as much as he used to. But he can get the Warriors easy, like 20 to 25 points per game. So, I think he is the most important player on the Warriors. As Stephen Curry buries a three, they put Golden State up 7-6. Here comes Westbrook. Westbrook stops. Yeah. I think Westbrook tries to sometimes settles for jump shots too early when he could potentially get to the rim at will. He decides to just settle for a jump shot in a way. Just settles for it. Which to me is kind of weird. Like, you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity. Let me think. I have no idea what I was going to say. All right. All right. Now it's commercial. So anyway. So this game is in Oakland tonight. And what other teams are in Oakland? The Oakland Athletics and the Oakland Raiders. Where do those two teams play? The O.Co Alameda Coliseum. My God, I have never heard the stadium have so many problems in my life. I think the most recent problem that stadium had was like a sewage problem, or like some draining system at the stadium wasn't working. So I'm not surprised that the A's have been looking for a new stadium. It looked like they were going to go to San Jose for a while. And I'm not surprised that the Oakland Raiders are going to Las Vegas. But that whole situation is really weird. And here's why. Because I believe the Raiders announced that they will relocate to Vegas. They announced that in like 2 years ago. But then they said, but we're going to stay in Oakland for the next 2 to 3 years. Or for the next 2 years. And we don't know where we're going to play for the third year. Potentially San Antonio. That is such a weird way to go about things. That's like, I don't know. That just seems really weird to me. Trying to think of, Oh, I know. Let me give you a relationship example. It's like saying to to a girlfriend you're about to break up with. Yeah, I'm going to break up with you, but I'm not going to officially break up with you until for another 2 years. What? How, can you explain to me how that makes sense? I mean, I get that the stadium in Las Vegas needs to be built. But at the same time, you would think they would have built the stadium knowing that they were going to relocate. It just seems kind of odd to me. And related, the Warriors are moving to San Francisco. The Warriors in like a couple seasons are going to be leaving Oracle, even though it's become one of the loudest arenas, to go to San Francisco. Which does make sense because if you have seen the Warriors logo, it is the Golden Gate Bridge. So it makes sense that they're going to San Francisco. But Oakland is now going to be losing 2 teams. Although the Warriors are called the Golden State Warriors. It's not like they're called the San Francisco Warriors or the Oakland Warriors. And we're back. I still wish Oklahoma City had never moved and Seattle still had a team. Although, there is hope with that. Because Seattle has approved to renovate Key Arena, and nothing is official, but the NHL did extend a expansion application to Seattle, and I think Seattle is planning on filling it out. So at least for now, it looks like Seattle is first going to get an NHL team, and maybe the NBA will come back to Seattle once that happens. But I wish the Sonics had never left Seattle in the first place. Durant makes another jumper, which, congrats to him on winning the NBA Finals and winning Finals MVP. And my apologies in advance if I offend any Kevin Durant fans or if I offend any Warriors fans, but Kevin Durant is a wussy. He was up, him and Russell Westbrook and the rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder were up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors in 2016 when they had won 73 games. And then the Warriors come back, thanks in no small part to Klay Thompson's huge Game 6, I believe it was, when he buried like 5 or 6 3-pointers. So the Warriors come back and win that series. Although the Cavs won the NBA Finals against them, thanks to the shot, or the block, the shot, and the stop. Thank you to Kyrie for your 3 years, even though you wanted out and got traded to Boston. But my point is, Kevin Durant took the easy way out. He said, okay, I couldn't beat this 73-win team, so I'm going to join them. And it just makes me upset. That's all. I do have a favorite player on the Warriors. And as I said, and I actually talked about him earlier, it's Klay Thompson. As Russell Westbrook buries a 3-pointer, timeout, Golden State. And it is 12-11, Oklahoma City in front. Good game so far. And there was a good game earlier in college basketball in Lubbock, Texas, where College Game Day was there for the first time ever, and it was a blackout, and Kansas was in town. The Jayhawks were looking for their 14th straight Big 12 championship, or at least right now a share of it, and I was rooting for Texas Tech because I don't really like the Kansas Jayhawks that much. But Kansas came out with a win. I believe it was like 74-72. Texas Tech still has a chance at winning this thing, but it will not be easy. Speaking of not being easy, this is just gonna become a Josh's sports vlog. I'm with a full emphasis on Thunder Warriors. But since it's a commercial, that's why I'm talking about this other stuff. So, speaking of not being easy, no, I'm going to turn to the UFC for a minute because there's a UFC fight night on, Josh Emmett against Jeremy Stephens. But I'm going to talk about the heavyweight division because there's a guy from Cleveland who is currently the UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. At UFC 195, he beat Andrei Arlovsky. At UFC 198, in front of 45,000 Brazilian fans, he beat the champion at the time, Fabrizio Verdum. And then at UFC 203, when the UFC came to Cleveland for the first time ever, he beat Alistair Overeem. And I was at that event. It was one of the most amazing events I have ever been at. And then after that, he got his revenge against Junior Dos Santos at UFC 211 in Dallas. Because Dos Santos had beat him a couple years earlier at UFC Fight Night in Phoenix. And then most recently, he beat the oncoming freight train that was Francis Ngannou at UFC 220 in Boston to break the record for the most heavyweight title defenses in UFC history with 3. So, and now his next matchup is a champion versus champion fight. And what that means is he will be fighting the champion of another UFC division. And in this case, he will be fighting the UFC light heavyweight champion, which is the 205-pound champion, Daniel Cormier, UFC 226 in Las Vegas on July 7th. So, I'm really hoping Stipe can win that. But we're back to Oklahoma City and Golden State. And for a little bit, I'm going to let you guys watch it. So here we go. Steve Kerr was getting, and the Warriors were getting some flack the other day. I think flack is the right word. But the reason is because they were destroying the Phoenix Suns by like 40 or something. Something like that. And so Steve Kerr decided to let... Oh, breaking news actually. Blake Bortles just got a contract extension with the Jaguars. I'll actually talk about that later. But back to what I was saying about the Warriors for a minute. The Suns were trailing the Warriors by like 40. And so Steve Kerr felt like he wasn't connecting with his team. Oh, Durant with a massive dunk. Jeez. But Steve Kerr decided to let Draymond Green and Durant and other players be the head coach and draw up plays. And the Suns actually took offense to that, which I can understand, but I don't necessarily agree. Like, the Warriors just have and I don't agree with the Warriors doing it, but I understand it. Nice save by Steven Adams. Westbrook fires. Oh, that should have been called for a foul. What? Steven Adams just looked like he was on a slip and slide. Carmelo. Yeah, I think Carmelo is the eyeball in this big three that Oklahoma City has. I think Westbrook and Paul George fit well together, but I don't think Carmelo quite fits. Maybe they should have tried to trade him before the trade deadline. I don't know. Maybe not. But one of Oklahoma City's problems, though, is Andre Robertson got injured. So now they don't. Oh, Stephen Curry just hit a three. But as I was saying, Oklahoma City lost Andre Robertson for the season due to an injury. So they keep having to change shooting guards. Like, it was Josh. I don't remember his last name, but it was Josh Oh, nice dunk by Carmelo. But it was Josh something who started tonight for the Thunder. But on other nights, it's been Alex Abrinas for Golden State or Oklahoma City. So that's been their one problem. Oh, Carmelo, nice jump shot. So I mentioned Stephen Curry. And I know the game's going on, but I want to talk about this. I think it was ridiculous that Stephen Curry won the unanimous MVP. That was the year the Cavs won the NBA championship. But here's why I don't think Stephen Curry should have won the unanimous MVP. Because that year, he was horrible at defense. It didn't seem like he... Oh, the Cavs-Spurs game is on Sunday. I did not realize that. Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay, anyway. So... I don't think Stephen Curry should have been the unanimous MVP. I think the media and all the people who vote for the NBA MVP, who voted for him, all the people that voted for him that year were just enamored with his shooting. And rightfully so, but there are other aspects to the game besides shooting. There's defending, assists, rebounds. And Curry struggled with that, especially on the defense. Stephen Curry has never really been a good defender. And I just don't think he should have been a unanimous MVP. I just don't. It just doesn't make sense to me. I guess you could consider this a little bit of a rant too. Because it just doesn't make sense. Stephen Curry should not have been unanimous MVP. The media was just all caught up in his shooting and saying, oh, this is the greatest shooter I've ever seen. And I understand why people are saying that. But that doesn't mean he should be unanimous MVP. No way. So, let's go back to watching the game for a little bit. Draymond Green, drama queen, he likes to talk a lot, and I love the passion that he has for the game, but he's a drama queen. He likes to argue with the refs about the littlest things, and it gets him in trouble. Although in the 2016 finals, it was too many flagrant fouls that got him suspended for Game 5 of that series, which turned it around for the Cavs. But, as I said at the top of this, the Warriors as I said at the top of this, the Warriors have not lost to an opponent 3 times in the same season since 2014. And Nick Young is in for the Warriors now, who are leading this game right now 20-19 with about 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And I'll be doing this for the second quarter as well. And then when it gets to halftime, I will take a break. And then in the second half, I'll be doing this again. So I'll be renaming this video Ungered to the Max Sports Vlogs Thunder at Warriors First Half. So I'm going to let you guys watch the last 30 seconds. Here we go. Here are the last 30 seconds of Thunder Warriors first quarter.
Happy Year of the Dog from our family to yours. The audience, the free throws. Westbrook drives down. Coast to coast, comes up short. He's taken a 2-for-1. Poor decision. Grant is guarding Kevin Durant.
There's Andre Iguodala, who won the 2015 NBA Finals MVP. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 22 missed field goals for the Thunder. That is ridiculous. And only 19 points. So let me go on to my NBA app and give you first quarter statistics.
The last 2.5 years, I have worn this tiny computer on my wrist. I was a scrawny, sports-hating kid who never really liked being active.
So hang on one second. Hang on, it's just it's coming up now. All right. Oh, correction, it's 24-19. Golden State leads Oklahoma City. And so here we go. Paul George, 0 point. I'm not going to give you everybody's statistics, just like the big guys. By the way, it was Josh Hustis. So Paul George, 0 points. That needs to change if Oklahoma City wants a chance. Paul George, 0 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Carmelo Anthony, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 0 steals. Steven Adams, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Russell Westbrook, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Golden State. Kevin Durant, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Draymond Green, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Klay Thompson, 4 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound, 0 rebounds, 1 assist. Steph Curry, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Andre Iguodala, 2 points, 1 assist. So, pretty balanced scoring so far. But like I said, if Oklahoma City wants a chance, Paul George needs to score. Just flat out, Paul George needs to score for Oklahoma City to have a chance. 22 missed field goals. That is ridiculous. But for the first time in Houston, you'll see how this connects to Golden State. For the first time in Rockets franchise history, they are in first place after the All-Star break. And I think part of that is because they won the season series against the Warriors 2-1. But also, they just have the better record. This is Billy Donovan. That's better. Now I can actually read the score. Because the ESPN people changed Golden State from yellow to blue. So now it's easier. It's 26-19. That's much easier to read. Golden State was at 41% shooting, and Oklahoma City was at 21% shooting. But as I was saying before, I feel like the Warriors might be doing what the Miami Heat did a couple years ago and what the Cavaliers did last year. Kind of and I don't know for sure, but they might be conceding the number one seed in the conference to Houston, being that they feel like we have the talent to beat this team anywhere. Just like Miami did with the Pacers a couple years ago. Miami kind of let Indiana have the number one seed. And then Miami went on to win the series, and I think they won the finals that year. And last year, the Cavaliers pretty much let the Celtics have the number one seed. And then we went out and dominated the Celtics in Boston during the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think it is very important that Houston gets the number one seed. But at the same time, I think Golden State might concede it a little bit. But at the same time, I'm not sure they want to do that. Because what happens if Game 7 is in Houston? Golden State doesn't have the luxury of having that crowd that they usually do. And Raymond Felton just hit a three-pointer, and Oklahoma City has tied this game 26-26. It's weird. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So it is official. I know I made an arena announcement video earlier, but I am officially going to Philadelphia and Washington. And I will be doing videos from both arenas. I don't know about live streams, but I'll be doing recording segments of the game. The 76ers will be playing the Charlotte Hornets on March 2nd. And then when I go to Washington, they'll be playing the Indiana Pacers on March 4th. How are the Wizards doing this well without John Wall? That does not make sense. Although, now that I think about it, it does make sense a little bit. Because it does seem like John Wall is a ball-dominant point guard. It seems like when he's in the game for the Wizards, their offense is stagnant and there's really no ball movement. Yay, the Blue Jackets just scored. Oh, shoot. I want to go to the Blue Jackets, but... Oh! That's a deep three-pointer. Who just hit that? Raymond Felton again? Wow. And here's the game again. I like switching between. Yeah, I'm going to switch to the blue. Nope. Sean Livingston. He's been a key member for the Warriors. Just let you enjoy some commentary from Mike Breen and Mark Jackson for a minute.
That angle, it looks like no foul. From our angle, clearly there was contact.
All right. So, as I said earlier, the Warriors and the Raiders are going to be moving out of Oakland, which I get why with the Raiders. That stadium is terrible, and it just, I don't get why they're moving to Vegas, though. But why are the Warriors moving out of Oracle Arena? That arena has become one of the loudest arenas, maybe the loudest arena. Although, when I was in Toronto, I would say the Raptors crowd was louder than when I was than the game I was at in Oracle. But in general, Oracle Arena has been the loudest arena. And it just seems like the Warriors are abandoning that just to go back to San Francisco. So I find that a little bit odd. Let me see. When is that arena supposed to open for when is that arena supposed to open for for their for their San Francisco arena? And I'm also gonna look up when the Raiders are gonna start playing in Vegas. Warriors, San Francisco. Warriors, San Francisco move. It's gonna be called Chase Center. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find stuff about it. Chase Center.
I can't see a way to make that happen.
Well, I can. And you taught it to me. What?
Hang on a minute.
Don't blame me. You know it's you.
Okay, so it says here. Chase Center is a multi-purpose arena under construction in the Mission Bay neighborhood of San Francisco that will open before the 2019-2020 NBA season. Groundbreaking of the arena happened during the 2016-2017 season. So the Warriors only have a couple more years in Oracle Arena. Las Vegas Stadium. Raiders. Let's see. It is still under construction. I'm trying to figure out when it's going to open. Let's see. Construction began. Construction of the 1.9 billion. That's billion with a B. $1 billion stadium began in September 2015 and it is expected to be completed in time for the 2020 season. Let's see. Oakland Raiders. San Antonio. Let's see if there's anything about that. Yeah, so the Raiders said, to go back to this for a minute, the Raiders said that when they announced that they're relocating, that they'll be spending the next 2 seasons in Oakland, but they're not sure where they're going to play for the next season. Maybe San Antonio, perhaps sharing the stadium with the San Francisco 49ers. My God, Steven Adams has been through... Look, that's Steven Adams for the years.
First New Zealander drafted in the first round. NBA history. He is
About 7 minutes left in the first half, and I'll give you second quarter statistics. Hang on. 31-30. Quick update. Blue Jackets lead the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2. Go Blue Jackets. Let's see. Paul George, in 14 minutes, still has 0 points. Carmelo Anthony has 6. Steven Adams has 6. And Russell Westbrook has 7. And then, Paul George has 0 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Carmelo Anthony has 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 0 steals. Steven Adams, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Josh Huestis, 3 points, 2 assists, or 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 steals. Russell Westbrook, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 steals. And then for the Warriors, Kevin Durant, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Draymond Green, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 steals. JaVale McGee, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals. Klay Thompson, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Stephen Curry, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no steals. Andre Iguodala, 2 points, 0 assists, or 0 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 steals. All right, so we're back to the game. And driving? No. That was Jerry. I think that was Jerry and Grant. Here's Steph in the Warriors in really weird yellow jerseys. Westbrook is so good with that pump fake. He's always kind of had that, but I think it actually took him a little bit to develop it. And the Spurs play the Cavaliers tomorrow at 3:30, and I'll try to FaceTime it, but it'll be difficult because I'm gonna be doing homework and college work all day, so I'll do it. I'll see what I can do. That's interesting. Mike Breen just said that the Warriors have not scored in nearly 4 minutes as Oklahoma City takes their largest lead of the night at 30. Yep. Golden State, 0 points in a while. All right. You don't want to watch commercials. Wow, this is the longest I've been doing a live stream for. I'm proud of myself. But Blake Bortles. If you remember, I did a live stream during the Jaguars Steelers game, and thankfully the Jaguars won that game, and they should have beat the Patriots, but you can't keep Tom Brady down, although the Eagles did. And man, my Super Bowl score prediction was close. I said it was going to be like 43-31 or something in favor of Philadelphia. But it was like 41-33. But anyway, so Blake Bortles just got a contract extension with the Jaguars. And although I'm happy about that, I'm not sure Bortles is the right quarterback for the Jaguars. But I'm not saying that the Jaguars should cut him or release him or trade him. No. I'm saying if you look at his film when he was at Central Florida with the Knights, it seemed like he was when he couldn't find a receiver and he goes to run the ball, he's usually good at it. He's one of the better runners I've seen. But I'm not saying make him a running back. Maybe the Jaguars could sign Kirk Cousins, make him the quarterback, and then convert Blake Bortles into a tight end. And then you can have double tight ends with Mercedes Lewis and Blake Bortles. That's just an idea. What do you guys think? Do you think Blake Bortles could be a good pass-catching tight end? Or do you think he should stay as quarterback? And if he does stay as quarterback, then can Blake Bortles eventually lead the Jaguars to a Super Bowl? And I think the Jaguars can. Here are the Eastern Conference standings. Toronto is leading it, followed by Boston, then Cleveland, Washington, Indiana, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Miami, Detroit. And speaking of the playoff, speaking of the Eastern Conference standings, I heard that the NBA was considering changing the playoff format to make it. Oh, nice basket by Klay Thompson. But I heard that the NBA was considering changing their format from the 1 to 8 in conferences, kind of doing what the WNBA does, and going just 1 to 16. Doesn't matter what conference is or anything like that. But I don't like that idea. Because let's say, let me give you an example. If the NBA were to do that format, I think the Cavaliers would play the Nuggets then. Think about that travel. The travel would get ridiculous. What if Golden State had to play like Washington in the first round or something like that? That would be ridiculous. So I like the way it is now. And speaking of, I was just talking about the WNBA as Kevin Durant buries a three to give Golden State the lead back at 37-35. But I do wish the WNBA would do 7-game series instead of 5-game series. Because that Lynx Sparks series the past 2 years has been fantastic for the WNBA Finals. But it ended at a Game 5. I wish they would do 7-game series instead of their 5-game format. And another game format that I would like to see changed. Men's college basketball does 2 halves of 20 minutes. But for me, it's as much as I enjoy the games, it always produces low scores like the Kansas Texas Tech game today, 74-72. Like if you had 4 quarters, that game could have been potentially a much higher scoring game, like 95-80, 95-92, something like that. I just think it that the NCAA should change that and make it men's college basketball four quarters of maybe 10 minutes, which is what women's college basketball has done, although UConn is flat out dominating everybody. UConn is ridiculous. But we're back to Warriors Thunder. And the Warriors, after not scoring for like 4 minutes or something, are now up 37-30. Or 37-35, my apologies. Steven Adams, no. Tip, no good. Oh, wow, Carmelo Anthony actually passed the ball. That's something I don't say that often. And Steven Adams lays it in. Steven Adams is one of the last true centers in the NBA because the NBA has kind of gone into this new genre in a way that's positionless basketball, small ball, and lineups are generally small ball. And I feel like it's Golden State that started it. But I kind of like it because it's different. Like, it's not the traditional NBA basketball that we've seen. Offensive foul on Steven Adams. Nice pass. Draymond, even though I gave him crap earlier, I have to admit, he's one of the smartest players in the NBA. He really is. Durant buries a 3. But Draymond Green is one of the smartest players in the NBA, especially on defense. Like, I think that's why the Warriors are so successful on defense, because when teams do pick and rolls, hang on, I'm going to rewind it for a minute. I'm going to rewind it a little bit and just let you guys watch this. This little chit-chat. One more time. Here we go. Sorry, the screen's a little bit blurry. All right. Oh. God, that's... I didn't even know that he's already had 12 technicals on the season.
Great offensive players, getting physical with each other. You brought up the technicals with Durant, also with Draymond Green. There was a time where I thought, quite honestly, the Warriors were doing too much complaining. And I wasn't the only one feeling that way.
And I still think the Warriors are doing too much complaining. But now, fast forward. All right. And we're back to live basketball with about a minute 30 left. Stephen Curry buries a three-pointer, giving the Warriors a 7-point lead. Quick Columbus Blue Jackets update. Blue Jackets just beat the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2, so that's good. Good bounce back after losing to the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did they say? Wait, go back. Let's see.
Pass inside to Grant. Grant. Handled by Draymond Green. And Green just got a technical foul. Now, he was waving his arms, but I think in that instance it looked like he was waving them toward the crowd, get the crowd fired up. To see it again, we will. But it was, right? He was responding to the play made. But can this be considered taunting? That's the question. The thought, the rules are concerned. But I agree, this is not to Grant, this is to the crowd. Again, if he's doing it towards Grant, that is a technical. If he's doing it to the fans to fire him up, now that's, for him, his 15th technical.
Oh.
I think he's doing it to the crowd that time. Listen, he deserves every technical, and there's often cases where some of the stuff he says to players and opponents is way over the line, and to officials, way over the line.
Draymond Green, as much as I praised him earlier for being a smart player, he can be cross the line a couple times. Like when the Thunder were playing the Warriors in the conference finals, he kicked Steven Adams in the groin, although the refs didn't do anything, and they should have. But that was over the line. And then in Game 4 of the NBA Finals, he went over the line with that whole incident with LeBron that got later got changed to a flagrant 2 and had him ejected.
Obviously, we don't know. He relived a little bit there, too, but I don't think anything was directed directly at the official. The official probably thought it was taunting, and that's why he gave it that. Thank you, Steve. And yes, he gets suspended on the 16th, and then another suspension every other one. So on the 18th, on the 20th. The triple for Durant is good. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant was a ripper here on the second. 19 points, and it's a 7-point lead.
Durant has 19 points. Paul George for 3? No. About 30 seconds left. So, I'm going to go to the end of this. Russell Westbrook lost it. Oh. Foul?
Veteran officiating. You take a look at him and give him a moment to calm down. And if he doesn't, then you hit him with a tee. If he does, keep it moving. That's a perfect way of refereeing in that situation.
As I said earlier, I don't think Stephen Curry deserved to win unanimous MVP in 2016. I just don't. The media and fans were enamored with his shooting and how deep he was shooting it. And rightfully, and I understand that. But there's more to the game than just shooting. He wasn't good on defense. I didn't see him passing the ball that often. He struggled in the finals, although that was after the playoffs, or that was after he had been announced as the MVP. But he struggled in the finals. He didn't play well on defense, and he still doesn't play that well on defense. He's not that great of a rebounder. I just don't think he deserved it. The media just got caught up in all of in how well he shot the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, Draymond Green with a dunk. 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's about a second remaining, so I'm going to end this live stream for now. And that's going to do it for halftime. It is 52-45 at halftime. So that's going to do it for this first half Thunder Warriors live stream. I will see you guys in the second half. But for now, this is Unger to the Max signing off. Go Jackets and go Cavs. Salute. See you guys at the start of the second half.